What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of StoneBlock. Oh yeah, guys. So last episode, we set up this huge draconic power ball of powerballness behind us, I guess above us. This thing is pretty awesome. It pretty much can accept infinite power. We can send infinite power, and it has a large amount of power storage. Currently, we're at 4.489% full. Barely anything, right? Look at this. Look at how little this percentage bar is. It can be all the way over here. Yeah, so we are currently receiving a little over 1 million RF per tick. We currently have 96, I guess that's billion RF in there. Yeah, and we're constantly getting more and more all the time, which is amazing. So now that we have a large amount of power, I think it's time that we can start ramping things up a little bit. Yeah. Like we were able to use this power to charge up things using Draconic Evolution, right? So all of our things are now Draconic tier on all the upgrades, which was really cool, and that was able to speed them up really fast because of the infinite power transfer. But other things that I would like to do is ramp up like our emerald production. We made all these chickens over here to make emeralds, right? And we could probably add in a bunch more of these chickens, but it is kind of slow. I've been told that in this mod pack, there's an item called Watch of Flowing Time. I have never, ever used that item. From what I understand, it's kind of like the Torturino or other such mods like the Imaginary Time Block. It speeds up things around you, and it's not just limited to plants, like everything, including machines. So it'd be more similar to like the Torturino, I suppose. Anyway, apparently you can make the Watch of Flowing Time and stick it on a pedestal so you don't have to be next to stuff, and it'll continue to make things go faster. And I was reading on a wiki that you can place like a bunch of them down and they like work together and make things really fast. I don't know. I kind of want to experiment with this thing. So the Watch of Flowing Time isn't super expensive. Like we can do all this stuff. It requires 4 dark matter, glowstone, clock, and obsidian. Easy. Easy. Let's actually just do this. Can we make it? Oh, we're missing a clock. There's that. Here's this. Easy. So I don't know how this works. If we look at the tooltip, it says become the master of time. Right click to change mode. Time control mode off. Yeah, I was reading you can make the sun and the moon go faster, or you can make them go in reverse if you want to, which I guess is kind of cool. So it says on pedestal gives 18 bonus ticks to nearby blocks every tick. Each tick nearby mobs move 0.1 times the speed. Maybe I was looking at an older wiki or something. I don't know. 18 bonus ticks to nearby blocks every tick. So that's a lot. That's pretty good. So how do we do this? Right click. The time control mode, set to fast forward. Well, that's not what I want to do. Shift right click. Nope, I don't want to do that. Hold on a second. If we go fast forward, yeah, you can see the date in the upper left-hand corner is moving quite quickly now. If we go rewind, it starts going backwards. Off. Okay, so how does this thing work? I guess we need to go into the options. Here's controls. And we need to look for Project E, because I might have unbound some things here. Is it not in here? Can I search for watch? Categories, project. Yeah, this is Project E stuff. Extra function, none. Fire projectile, none. Charge, V. Change mode, G. Let's try G. V. None of those buttons seem to work. Okay, well, I'm going to have to fiddle with this for a minute here and see if I can get this to work. Alright guys, so I've been playing around with this Watch of Flowing Time for just a little bit, trying to figure out what it is that's going on here. So we have the keybinds working. G turns the watch on and off, it looks like. It gets gold or it turns gray. I assume this is the off state and this is the on state. V will charge it up, similar to like the Philosopher's Stone. And then you can do Shift V to uncharge it, right? And I believe that's how many ticks that it gives. I'm not exactly sure what charging this thing up does. I'm not seeing it do anything actually when it's in my hotbar. In fact, that might... Does that make the day go faster if it's charged? Oh, that's what that does. Okay, so charging this up seems to make the day go faster. Okay, that's interesting. Anyway, we don't really care about the day going that fast. Is it still... It seems like the day is still going really quickly, right? Does it always move at that speed? I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, so now that we have the basic understandings of how this works, I was looking and it does say it has to be on a pedestal to give the 18 bonus ticks. I was trying to get this thing to work by standing next to various different machines and things like that, and I couldn't get it to work. So I made myself the dark matter pedestal here, and this requires some dark matter blocks and then some red matter. The dark matter blocks is just for dark matter, not a big deal, and then we can always EMC for these things. So anyway, we already had those made from previous. So I grab this guy and I place it down, and then I think we want G. I'm going to charge it up. I don't really know if that makes any difference. And I put it there. And I was like, well, this isn't really doing anything. It wasn't noticing any difference here, right? So did I did I untill that soil? I don't know. Anyway, so you can right click and that turns it on. You can see everything just instantly grew, right? So that's pretty cool. But you can also see that things aren't happening very fast, right? Yeah, they just grew and they immediately get harvested. If we take a look over here, we can see this is wiggling and it's not going zoop, 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 right? Yeah, what's going on here is what we call TPS lag. If we go /COFH TPS, you can see I've already done this. You can see the overall there says 9.07 TPS. That is less than 50% of the normal game speed is what we're going at right now. We are doing some bad stuff here. Now, I don't know what exactly is the problem. Is it because the refined storage cables are here? Is it because this is affecting all of our growth crystals? Whatever the case may be, we can't keep it here because this is just going to slow down our game. So you can right click on it again and it goes back to normal speed and everything's happy once again, right? So I was thinking that we were going to use this watch of flowing time to speed up our crops and change all these crops out for, change them all out for like emeralds or whatever. But then I was like, you know, if this speeds up crops, wouldn't that speed up our chickens? So let's put this guy, I don't know, right here. We'll place this here and let's just look at one of these. So this guy is making steel ingots, about every 10 seconds, 15 seconds, something like that, right? Yeah, it's kind of slow. Actually, it might even be closer to 20. We right-click this thing and we look at this guy. Yeah, we're making steel a little bit faster now. But you can also see the range on this. You can see we're making all the lava eggs. We're making all the invar. We're making all the redstone. Looks like we're making nickel really fast. But right here, our gunpowder is no longer working. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4 radius. So this will do a 9 by 9. And then height, looks like it does this one. That's going fast. That's going fast. I don't know how high. Maybe it goes all the way to there. So we could add in a few of these things all the way down and speed up all of our chickens and all of our resource production. That's crazy. This thing is gotta be a big problem causer on multiplayer servers. If you can just throw that down next to machines and make them all go super speed, yeah, that's gotta be like a huge issue. That's probably why I've never seen this item enabled on any playthrough that I've done before, aside from this one. So I'm thinking we're gonna make a few more of those guys. Does the watch have EMC? Does that have EMC? It does. So we can duplicate, make a few of those. We can, the pedestal as well has EMC, so we can make more of those. And since we are speeding up our chickens that are making emeralds, we're speeding up our EMC production. Yeah, pretty much everything here that we're making has EMC as well. So yeah, the other thing that I was doing, you can see that I was searching for the these upgrades here. Extract speed upgrade. Yeah, since we're making this stuff so quickly, we can't keep up with the default extraction speed. So speed these things. I need to put 15 of these in each one of our conduits back there on the back on the chicken things. We never did that before because it wasn't a problem. now it's kind of a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade all these things, see if we can extract fast enough. Maybe I can turn down the speed of this watch. I haven't really tested actually if the charge value of the watch affects how fast it's making things go. Like we saw, it affects the speed of the day, but that's all I know. But anyway, let me go ahead, get these things set up, and then we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, so I went ahead and I added in the speed upgrades on every single one of these, but you can see it's not really doing much. Yeah, we're making stuff quite quickly here on some of them. I guess not quite as quickly on others, but we're backing up. I was trying to figure out what the cause for all this is, because like we have the extract speed upgrades on all these, and then we have two different things going to insert on our interface here. I was like, wait a second. If we have all those upgrades in there, and it's all going into this interface, is the interface keeping up? And the answer is no, it's not. So yeah, the interface is kind of a bottleneck here, and I'm not really sure if there's a way for us to speed up the interface. Like I already have a stack upgrade and then some speed upgrades in here, and I think that's the fast you can do, as fast as you can go. I don't think adding in multiple stack upgrades does anything to refine storage. I could be wrong. I don't have like extensive knowledge of refined storage. So anyway, I kind of feel like if we're gonna do this, we need to probably have that set up similar to what we did right here with our ender chest and our importer. Yeah, that's set up kind of the same way. I don't know if this would be able to keep up faster. Like, would our ender chest end up just backing up? Yeah, I don't know. So we're gonna experiment here, I guess. Let's see. Can we make, do the ender chests have, do those have EMC? They do. Did we ever make more of those? We did. Perfect. Okay. All right. So now we have plenty of those. We can try replacing this interface over here with this chest and see if that does anything better. I'm not sure if it will or will not, but it's worth giving it a try. Let's place that right here. Okay, so we're filling up with all sorts of things, and it looks like it's trying to keep up, and it can't quite keep up. So I wonder if we added multiple importers over there, would that be something that would make it go faster? Yeah, I think we might be reaching the limits of what refined storage can do, but since I'm not like super experienced in the mod, I don't want to just give up right now. I would like to see if we can make it go faster and be better. So import, let's make another one of these. And I already have the upgrades on me since that was in the interface previously. Let's try adding one on the back here, and then we will put our upgrades in here as well. So is that keeping up with two of those on there? It doesn't really look like it, does it? I guess cakes are kind of an issue. We really don't need all those cakes, and those are taking up a stack per slot. But again, we're just not keeping up here. Yeah, we're making things a little bit too fast for refined storage to keep up. So is there a way for us to make this better? Like, and let me know in the comments. I feel like I kind of want to switch over to Applied Energistics because I know for sure that AE can handle this kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Is there a better way to do it? I would have expected the interface, but the interface like acts kind of the same way as the importer, where you have to have those upgrades and it'll only pull out a little bit at a time. Like, whereas in Applied Energistics, as soon as items go into the interface that aren't set for like in the filter to actually be there, they just get imported immediately. There is no like delay. So I don't know. Yeah, it kind of stinks because I was gonna use refined storage for the entire playthrough, but that's just with a small subset of our chickens being sped up, right? That's only from like from here to here. That's not all of the rest of the chickens. So we're gonna have like 3 times the amount of items coming in or so. So we definitely need to get that figured out. I think for now we might hold off on using the watch of flowing time until we get that sorted. I'll wait for your guys' comments on what we can do to like speed this up and see if we can do anything better. Yeah, the only other thing I can think of is to add more and more of the importers on here, but it's gonna start getting a little silly. I think we could try doing another one maybe having 3 or 4 of them on there will work. I don't know if they fight against each other or any of this stuff. Do we have a stack upgrade? We still have a stack upgrade, speed upgrade, or is a stack upgrades better? I'm actually not entirely sure. Can you put multiple stack upgrades in there? It looks like you can. Is that better? I'm not sure if that does anything. Okay, well, let's not do that. Let's take these out of here. And we'll replace those with the speed upgrades like they were before. Okay, let's try adding another importer on here, and then if that still doesn't work, yeah, we're just gonna move on. So there is 1 stack upgrade. Oh, I have a bunch of stack upgrades. Let's grab some speed upgrades. Or is that the speed right? Okay, those are the speed right here. Put those in there. Let's put these away, and then I need 1 cable. And like so. So now we have 3 of them fully upgraded. As far as I know, those are full. And it looks like it's keeping up better. But it still doesn't look like it's keeping up, right? Actually, I'm seeing a lot of white space every now and then. So it definitely is doing something. Maybe we'll be able to keep up once the roosts unback up. And put all these things in here too while we're waiting. There we go. Let's go over to the roost real quick. Let's just see how this is doing if these are emptying out. Like our sand one was really full before. Oh, look at that. Okay, not quite as full anymore. So it does look like these are no longer being backed up. Where's the cake chicken? Is it this one? Okay, so cake chicken still has cakes in there. And unfortunately, when those get imported, those take up a full slot each. So that can be... That's not something we're going to have to worry too much about. But yeah, it looks like we are, in fact, getting a little bit of room in here. But it's still not importing as fast as I would like. If we go 3 times the amount of items, we're still going to be at that same issue. So, I don't know, guys. All right, guys. So, other things I want to see this watch of flowing time do. Does it speed up, for instance, our solar panels? That's something that's interesting. So, it speeds up. It says, well, it looked like up to 4 blocks away, so a 9x9. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we put the pedestal here, that should be the maximum amount of solar panels this thing would hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's not going to hit these last 2. The maximum amount that this thing can hit in this particular configuration. Obviously, we can rearrange it around this thing if we wanted to do that. But I'm kind of curious. So if we look at this thing, we can see that the input is 1.1 million FE per tick. Now, if we do this, what are we doing? We're up to 17 million FE per tick. Oh my goodness. So that does in fact speed up our solar panels. Wow. If we look at these things, doesn't really show they're doing anything. But yeah, we just increased the amount of power that we are generating significantly, 17 times, which makes sense because it says on the pedestal, it gives like an additional 18 ticks per second or whatever, or 17 ticks, whatever it was. So if we look at this thing, yeah, we're getting almost 17 million RF per tick in here. Wow. That's quite impressive, actually. Now, we don't really need this kind of power at all. But it is kind of cool that we can do that. Let's go back to the mind dimension. It is pretty cool that we can do that. So if we need power and we're in a crunch, we can definitely do this. Other things, let's see. Does it affect our void ore miner here? I assume it does, but I don't know. So let's try it. I can't place it in here. Off. It won't go in there. Oh, this thing has an inventory, so I placed a piece of lapis on there. We need to move this over 1 so that doesn't happen. All right, so let's place this here, and we right-click it. Actually, is it affecting it? That's really hard to say, actually. So we're getting, like, the solid resources out of here, right? Like the ores and other such things. I'm having a hard time seeing if it's actually doing something. Let's turn this back off. Yeah, with all those other resources coming in, very hard to tell. I'm not really sure if it is affecting it. It probably is, but it's not doing anything significant if it is. I really feel like that works better for our solars if we're gonna speed up anything here. Okay, well, at least we saw. Okay, so that's another thing that we tested. Now, this is something that's kind of interesting to me. If we can speed these things up, since these don't really have a... there's really no way to speed these things up other than just waiting. And like the items it produces, the ingots, the nuggets, the dusts, or neutrons, the tiny piles, none of those have EMC. So the only way to get these things is to get them sped up, or just make a stupid amount of these. So let's take a look. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, right here. So this will speed up the maximum amount in this particular configuration. If we place it here, that should do a full 9x9. And if we place that guy here and right click it, are these things going faster? It does in fact look like they are going faster. We come over here and look at a normal speed one. Oh yeah, that's significant faster. So like I said, it also talked about you can place multiple of these nearby and they will have an effect on everything. Like, I am kind of interested in doing that. So let's go try and EMC these things and see what happens if we sit down multiple of these things nearby. We could test it on our solars. I think that'd probably be the easiest way to see if it is, in fact, speeding things up. So let's just do this. Okay, well, we don't got enough for all of that. Let's try doing some emerald blocks. Let's grab quite a few of those. That should be enough. Okay, so there's 2 pedestals. Then we'll do a watch. And then we got a few extra watches. Don't really need that many, actually. Let's click this off. I'll place the extras back in there. Okay, so now we have 3 of everything. I think that'll be just fine. All right, so let's set these things up. So once again, we hover over this, press G, and then V a couple of times. And this one, we do G, V, V. Okay, so now we have 3 of these things. Let's go back to the mining dimension. All right, so again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's our 5th one. So we'll place one here. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this one back here won't quite hit all of them. Let's put this one, I guess we can put it on the other side. That should be just fine. Okay. So we should have these things spaced out properly. We had 17 million RF per tick generating previously. So let's turn one on. We're getting 17. If we turn on another one, we're getting 32. If we turn on another one, oh my goodness, guys, this is completely broken. I like it. So now we're making 48 million FE per tick. Wow. Wow, what other things can we speed up to like do stupid amounts of stuff with? So we can speed up our chickens, we know that. We can speed up, I assume, this. So if we put a few of them around, this should... Actually, let's see if we can make that go faster. We put enough of these around, we can definitely make this go faster. I am almost positive. Now we're getting more ores in here than we were before. It's, I guess it'd be, we would need like a chest next to this thing, like a regular chest in order to really tell. You know what, let's go, I am kind of curious though, because if those don't work on these machines, it would be good to know. I feel like it is, but it's just really hard to tell with all that stuff going in there. So let's just grab ourselves a regular chest. Oh, we don't have any made, okay. Let's make a regular chest here. We'll go back to the mining dimension. All right, I'll pop this guy off as soon as I land. Okay, so regular chest next to this thing. So we're getting items that quickly. That's not very fast at all. Let's turn these off. And we're still getting items. Yeah, I don't think those affect this at all, which is kind of odd, right? I was almost thinking we could use these things next to the biggest solar panel, the biggest solar array, but if it doesn't work on the void ore miner, I can only imagine it's not going to work on this guy either. Now, we've seen that this can be sped up, right? By using, let's get rid of all these items, by using like the acceleration wand. So if I hold the acceleration wand on there a little bit and we look in this chest, well, maybe it's not affecting it too much. Maybe the acceleration wand doesn't really do anything either. Maybe just can't speed up these machines anymore. I honestly don't know. Anyway, we tried checking these things out. It doesn't seem to work too well on the environmental tech stuff. It definitely works on these, and then this is another thing that I want to see if we put multiple nearby. So 1, 2, 3, 4 right here would be that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. Okay. So let's place some extras right around here and just kind of see what this does, what kind of effect this has on the neutrons. Okay, so it is going quite quickly. Yeah, it has an effect. It's not like crazy fast though. 2 of them is going that speed. 3 of them. Yeah, I guess they are all working. It just doesn't feel like it's going as fast as I thought it should go. But that's definitely faster than what we were doing before. So I am very happy with that. So we should be able, with enough of these things, to get plenty of the neutronium stuff. And it might make sense, since that works in a 9x9, to rearrange these machines so we can get like the maximum amount of stuff out of it. Or I guess the maximum value out of these pedestals and the watch of flowing times for our neutron collectors. Yeah, I think one flat layer like we had right now, not really the best kind of a setup. Okay, well, you know, we've experimented with the watch of flowing time. This thing's super cheaty. I like it, but it is in the pack. It's not like we're doing anything the pack author didn't want us to do. Most packs have those disabled. This one doesn't. We're going to exploit it. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.